Live Rich, Stay Wealthy, Total Retirement Freedom. Written by Kenneth Himmler, Sr., read by Kenneth Himmler, Sr. Preface. This book is dedicated to hard-working people who've committed their lives to their families, communities, and their own freedom. The hope is this will not just be another financial book you read and put on the shelf to gather dust. I want you to dig in and read this book over and over again until the processes really sink in. Without truly understanding how to structure a plan, a person's future is like a boat without a rudder. Retirement is not a fixed age or date. Today's concept of retirement has changed and will continue to change as we evolve our thoughts about what it really means. Our parents and grandparents depended upon their company pensions and the governmental income sources to provide for their old age. Today, we need to think of ourselves and our money as if on the Titanic. Plan for the iceberg and have more lifeboats than you need. Most people have no plan at all, or take the attitude that they'll never hit an iceberg. The problem is, as we all continue to live longer, we experience different challenges our parents or grandparents never faced. Now is a time for you to take action to change your destiny. If you don't put your plan together, no one's going to do it for you. Chapter 1. How to use this book. I found most books serve as an educational platform for the do-it-yourself person. I rarely find ones which teach how to collaborate and work with someone. Inside, you'll find two books in one. There's a do-it-yourself section and a how to work with someone section. The first part will teach you the reasons why people fail. When you're first learning to drive, your objective is to stay in your lane. This skill is so you don't hit other cars or objects. If you can learn why people fail and know what to stay away from, you'll accomplish what most have not. In Chapter 4 through 7, I'll teach you about the tools and techniques on how to craft your own plan, if you want to do it all yourself. If you're a person who wants to find the right coach to generate a guided plan, you should just jump ahead to Chapter 8, Finding a Fiduciary Advisor. This will teach you how to prepare and protect yourself if you're going to hire a coach. Once you hire the coach, you'll need to read Chapters 4 through 7 to understand if they're doing the right job for you. What this book is not about. The information will be very different from the mainstream financial books which are written for the person who's struggling to save a dime. Some authors talk about not spending $3 a week on a coffee or a Coke so you can save an extra $50,000 over your lifetime. To me, that's absolutely ridiculous. Are they really saying that for the rest of my life, I mustn't buy a cup of coffee or a Coke, or I'll be broke? I wrote this for those who want to think much bigger than that. Financial freedom is doing the things that you want to do when you want to do them. Buying things you want, when you want. Financial freedom is certainly not depriving yourself of life's little luxuries. With that being said, I'm sure my children will disagree as they've called me the cheapest person they know. I don't think I'm cheap, but I don't like to waste or inefficiency in any part of my life or money. Therefore, I'm not going to harp on how you can be richer by not spending money on something you want, especially if it's a $3 Coke. I will, however, teach you how not to waste money on taxes, fees, or bad investments. This will help you understand. To have the luxuries in life, you'll need to create so much abundance, you don't have to worry about money. It will teach you that to create abundance, you need a plan, and to work the plan. At a young age, I was an avid reader. I fell in love with the wisdom of authors. As I grew older, I learned sometimes people profess that they have wisdom, especially if they're selling something. In fact, in many cases, they're making more money selling the information than on operating the actual ideas they sell. I've purchased hundreds of informational programs, CDs and books, some good, some bad. And I've always been interested to see what others are recommending. Why? Well, it's been my job to stay in tune.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?